Viggo Rasmussen here from the Coaching and Development Department. Coming up in the next 3 weeks, we have the Region of Origin series.
Neil plays short. North going to go close, going to go more than close. They're going to open the scoring here.
North versus South, 14 teams, boys and girls, 7 grades.
Breaking traffic again as Morrison takes it to the line,
Good
gets
offload.
the offload away as well. Nice stuff from Morrison. Signs for them as well. Just need to find a way, I think, to counter this. Go forward from South, and just as I say that, it's one of the smaller men.
It's at Cornwall Park, free of entry.
Offload as well, and now
Pull the
Hatch
camera,
joins
there we
in,
go.
and Hatch has got space down the sideline. A little bit of footwork will stand
Boom.
him up, and North hit back.
All battling it out in a 3-match series to see who is the top region in Auckland. North currently hold the title. Get down there if you can. If you can't, catch all the action on aucklandleague.co.nz.
They've been forced through a lot of defence in this one. Morrison, the step, the duck, the dive. Morrison's going to go over here. Yes, he is. Probably feeling the same way. We'll jump out of dummy half here now, and this
Great
might
little
well
run.
split the game open. This is Carson. Mace Carson.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Game 3 of today, and we are getting ready for our next match here at number 3, Cornwall Park, and it's a 3-match series. And as we just get prepared now, referees are over on the far side. Northern team is here. South is in a huddle at the moment on screen. Big shout out to all the fans around Auckland, around New Zealand, around the South Pacific, around the world to the live streaming of the ARL TV. And fantastic series it's been. The weather's held out really, really well for today's action. And just starting to cloud over a little bit now as we get into our 3rd match of today. And there we see the Southern team on screen. Looks like the Northern boys are coming over in from the far side. And this will be a fantastic clash as we see this match unfold. I don't know if I'll get hold of my commentary partner at some point. Results from many of the other matches that have taken place today. It's across 3 parks. We have 14 teams playing in this competition. And some very good talent about. Big shout out. We've got a few fans in. Looks like we have an old spinster up north there who's coming in to watch some of the rugby league action, and she's a sports diehard fan, so welcome aboard, Katrina. Hope your family is fit and well as we get ready for the kickoff here today. Corey Rosser has just joined us now back into commentary as the teams take the field. And there's the double chirp. Referee's telling them to get ready for kickoff. Welcome in, Corey. How are you?
Very good, thank you, Troy. Ready for what should be a really good game here. We've had the pleasure of calling quite a few of these boys in either school or club competitions throughout this year, so it should be a high-quality match, and off the back of what I thought was a really good girls' match there. Sort of took a while to get into the rhythm, but 4 points in it in the end and a bit of a thrilling finish.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to this one, though. It's our major clash for today. Bit of a showcase here. So any standouts here for you today, Corey, as these teams get ready to kick off?
No, as I say, there's a few of them who we've called. Charlie Leon Moana, the North fullback, he's certainly one to watch. Sebastian Hint in the halves as well. South boys, well, there's a number of guys who have enjoyed really strong club seasons. Of course, a couple of South Auckland clubs really dominate in this grade, but the big one is the Marist boys, who obviously have enjoyed a brilliant season at this level. So looking forward to seeing them all come together, and I guess that's the beauty of this, whether they were rivals throughout the year or teammates, they can all come together now and enjoy a good match. So not far from kickoff now. We just wait to do the final formalities, checking with the sideline, and we're into it. And it will be North with the first use of the football, running towards the showgrounds end here and winding up off the back fence. There's a brilliant carry to get it underway. Look at that. Jared Nathan straight into it off the back fence, and already you can get a feel for the type of tempo and speed that we may see in this match. Nice quick play the ball for Tatana Semi, who then links with his loose forward Fua. And already they're up over halfway. Down the left they come now via the other bookend. This is Davis. Kick up over the top and dropped. Horror start. Now this will be play on. Oh, that's terrible. Dear oh dear. Blaze Williams will run that one in.
Great presence of mind though. Cracking start. Northern.
You can't just stop when the ball's knocked on, which is exactly what they've done here. This is terrible. Head goes straight down. Well, someone's got to dive on that ball. That's a live football.
Great presence of mind though. Northern crack on. 4 points on. Just turn and burn. And there's a second reason to put your head down. And as Corey rightly said, you know, from the kickoff, the Northern boys were certainly showing some intent, weren't they? Great run from the back fence there as they started getting their motion down the field as we wait for the kick to come. And ideally, not a great start for the Southern team, so they'll be having a wee bit of a conference around that one.
So it's Blaze Williams who goes in for the try. And to attempt the conversion now will be Sebastian Hint. But yeah, not diving on the loose ball at this age is pretty disappointing. I'm sure the coaching staff will echo that view as well. Hint good off the boot, but it curves away to the right, so it will remain North 4, South 0. 2 minutes gone here, and North with a try in their opening set of the game.
Well, we head back to the kickoff, and only a few minutes in, well, 2 minutes in, not even 3. And wee bit of energy around the chat now for the Southern team. So we get a reset. Here we go. They go deep. And off the back fence, it's a carbon copy of the last one. Great hit.
Jared Nathan. Well, hasn't he made himself known to the commentary crew early on? Playing like a man possessed. Back through the middle they come. Look at the middle forwards of this North team just rolling at ease through the middle right now. And they get nice quick play the balls off the back of it as well. That's a bit better from South. Driving back, and it's led by Tovini Ikitoa. Looping ball up over the top now in space down the left-hand side where North already have one try. McGreal has taken a ground. Tatana Semi. They'll kick now via Hint. A high one down to that corner again, and why not, given what happened last time, but it's fielded safely by Joe Siner this time, and now South with their first use of the football in the game, almost 4 minutes old.
So the real first time for South to be on the ball. Let's see what they do with it.
Penny wrestled to ground, and I mean wrestled. There was a fair bit of work in there after the first contact from North. 5 short of halfway now, the Southern team. Nice quick play of the ball. They go out the back and link with the playmaker, Parisi. Then finds his back rower, Falalo. Get to the kick. It's a high one. Catches the breeze badly. Hints under it. Drops it, but it's backwards. He did well to turn his body there. And now they're going to play. Space perhaps on the left-hand side.
hand.
Shakes out a one, and now breaking away free is McGreal. Help arrives for South, but they're 40 metres out from the line now, North. Need to be careful not to overwork in that tackle. Look at the pace of this match. Blaze Williams, the try scorer. As we approach the 5th minute, they're looking for second points of the game. Here's Leo Moana. Highlighted in pre-game as one to watch out for. His energy from the back will be crucial. Quick play of the ball, and they scoot and steal via Tatana Simi. Leo Moana to Hint. Hint goes to the line. Dinks the kick in behind. This might be 6 again. Didn't catch the referee's call. We'll wait to see. I think it is 6 again for North. In front of the SportSafe uprights. Nathan. Oh, bumped to ground that time and a penalty. Put up into an awkward position, dangerous position as is adjudicated. So North with another set of 6 to see what they can put together here. Tatana Simi keen to get things moving, and they'll do so via the 10, Robert Davis. Pointing out to the right, that's the way they will go. Finds the playmaker, a little step off the left there from Liaso. Ragdolled to, not quite to ground. Now gets put down. There was certainly no play of the ball there. That was
late on coming, wasn't he?
Put down and stepped on it, and it is called eventually by our match official. Thought they were going to get away with that for a second there, North. So South dodge a bullet. Get the penalty here. And you can see a couple of them blowing hard after all that defence they've had to do. One set inside the first 6.5 minutes. It's been rough running.
Yeah, it's got off to a cracking start, brilliant pace. And I did a big shout out to Katrina and her young son who were playing jack straws. And all of a sudden that game's gone out the window as they've joined us on the live stream. And here comes South now, charging out from inside the 20. Getting a couple of settlers in. So one each side of the ruck. Oh, he's managed to slip that first defender. Still chewing out some metres. Look for a quick play the ball here. It's a double effort. He may have got the ping on that.
Yeah, that's well done. Good work there from Ezekiel Start, the man from Pakuranga. So Parisi now will look for touch. Booming kick over towards the CTAS camera crew. Wait to hear that familiar thud.
On their black truck. Beautiful work. And a big shout out to the CTAS camera crew, our live stream partners. Been bringing you images all season here for the RL TV. And South getting ready to tap and go. Here's the first big runner, and he goes straight into the heart of it.
Tovini Ikitoa. Tongia Suluape, he's promoting quick speed at the ruck. Energetic dummy half, looking to get things moving here. And South will know they need a reply here. Make sure North don't really stamp their authority on this one. Nice little kick in behind. Leo Moana, though, on task and cleans that one up. He gets taken to ground and North now with a little bit of work to do, rucking this ball out. It's interesting looking at the different makeups of the pack. And again, you would say probably the South side.
Oh.
With a little bit of extra size in there. Tangled up in the play of the ball. Davis. 2 starting bookends. Very good so far for North. 8.5 gone. It is the team in red who lead by 6. There's a messy kick. Now, were they all onside? It won't matter. It's cleaned up and returned with interest by Joe Siner. So South now, a couple of sets back-to-back where they're going to get opportunities to put some pressure on down this end of the park. A bumping carry from Start. 30 out from the line. Tongia Suluape. Down the left they work it. Pops an offload. Space down the left-hand side now, and South should hit back. Yes, he does in the far left corner. In fact, they're going to rule knock on here. Well, looked like a try on the live replay, although the ball did pop up awkwardly, perhaps placed down on the foot in hindsight. But North are on the football, so a near miss there for North, and they work this ball forward. There's good contact led by Faulalo. And now not only do they not get the try, but they back it up with the penalty. And Hint will kick for touch. That must have been very close that time, Troy. We saw him go in on the left-hand corner, but the ball did pop up kind of awkwardly.
Yeah, well, they had me fall for all money, and then all of a sudden, the Northern boys managed to regather and back into the swing of things.
They failed
That's
to
it.
find touch.
Yeah.
So let off the hook and then spat in the face of the let off the hook and let South straight back into it. This is Penny. Tongia Suluape comes centre field, links with his middle forward, Finau, another of the Pakuranga men in the South squad.
They're all shaped up out here on the right too.
Parisi,
Back door.
it's moving quickly. A chance now. Good one-on-one tackle. Gets the offload away, though. They're breaking tackles down this right-hand side, but North do really well to get there in numbers. It's Malua that's taking the ground. Bedford to Field plays it. Go through the middle. Offload. Looking for a gap. There's not one there so far in this wall of red.
Bit messy there in the play the ball area.
Kick is dribbled in behind. Who won the race to that one?
Ooh, double hand tap.
Drop out the call. I think there was a north hand. Well, obviously there was a north hand there the first time. Ball came loose again and they hit it dead, so I think he's ruled that it was grounded. It's the same result anyway. Good football to call this age group, really, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. When it's cracking pace, up tempo, and everyone's playing at 100 miles an hour. Now straight back into the teeth of it. Good strong carry. And they have the ability to shift coast to coast or, you know, sort of ferrule one out, like a little boatie in there.
So Tongia
Oh, big
Suluape
hit.
clears the ruck, and then Start is taken to ground. They're centre field with options either side. It was a messy play, the ball. Play on is the call. Change of direction now. Centralised with a strong carry from Finau. Now we've got a call, and this will be against North. Swinging arm, I think, the call in the end. Now Parisi surveys his options. He's got a big man lined up to the left, and that's who he will use. Shakes out a one, goes low.
Has he planted that?
Knock on the call, I think. Leo Moana's in a bad state in back play, meanwhile. Do apologise. Our shot there just seems to be a little bit too tight. We're not quite catching those referee calls, so we do apologise. Do our best to bring you those. But I don't think we've got a try here.
Yeah, no, he's ruled that no try.
Was Chad Tully, who was a certainly a man to be feared from close range carrying the ball like that. So this will be a North football, and we'll get straight back into it. This is Moan. Hint of a shoulder.
Got a wee bit of space out here on the left. Quick play, the ball's what is required.
Davis gets just that. Hint now down the short side. Hint shakes out of the first one. Dangerous ball carrier. Tatana Semi is the dummy half. Comes back towards the middle. Goose step there from
Nice
Moan
offload.
and gets some second phase away. And now it's Nathan. Nathan on the charge. Straight through the middle goes Nathan. He's got Leo Moana in support. But South get there in numbers to slow it down. Good football here from North. Equally good defence so far from South. They work it down the left-hand side. Looking for his second as Williams. Pops the ball out the back. Somehow they hold on to it there, North. Leo Moana rushes to dummy half. This is the last play. Tatana Semi goes high. Body's under it. No one claims it. Ball's loose. And at the end of that, I think we have a repeat set coming up. There was certainly plenty going on there. And I think we've got a dropout, so North will get back onto the football. Well, what a game we've got going here.
Absolutely. I think that when that ball went up for the bomb, wind's probably playing a little bit of havoc. It's a little bit gusty out there. Anyway, we see South with a in-goal dropout. So North looking to put more pressure on her. Just have a little bit of patience as they start to mount it, and here it comes, next wave of attack.
Jared Nathan, he doesn't need patience. He's got size. Brings
Done
it
well
straight
too.
back
He's
at
still,
the-
was he held?
Not
Play on.
tackled, so play on is the call. Tatana Simeon, now they promote some second phase and they attack down the left-hand side. There's numbers here. If he can get the ball free, he won't need to. He'll go over himself here. It's Ethan Moan. Just kept running and running and running, and then the try line presented itself, and North have their second.
So here we are in the region of Origin action replay, and off the back of a couple of fantastic runs here, they just got the momentum, a nice little offload here, and really it was all shaped up on the left-hand side. They had enough numbers out here. So we had a defender coming in, 2 on, and just look at the strength, too big, too strong, boom, 4 points. So momentum all North way at this point in time. It's going to be a tough kick, Corey, right out here on the left-hand edge.
Yeah, it was a good point you made earlier about the gusting wind. It is sort of coming just in little patches every now and then, and I can tell you now from the things flying around the commentary box that one of those gusts is happening as we speak, which will make this an even more difficult task here for Sebastian Hint. So the left footer strikes it, but it fades away badly. Ends up about 10 metres short.
Yeah, you can see the palms in the back there. Sorry, mate, just sort of indicating how it is shifting around, and I don't think he was expecting to miss it by that much, but there's a wee bit of force in the wind. That all said, we're back to kickoff, and Souths have just come out of their little intensive little chat down the bottom there. What's the game plan, do you feel, Corey?
Well, I think they just need to start controlling that ruck, don't they? They're just North are just generating way too much momentum there, and it's off the back of carries from Nathan and Davis, and to some degree the dummy half play from North as well. So they just need to find a way to slow all that down, because it's not favouring them right now, the pace of this game. I mentioned before they probably do have the bigger pack. So the kickoff is knocked back initially by Benson, and then winding up is Davis. Offload, risky stuff. It's brought in by Moen. Try scorer a few seconds ago. So down the left they come now. This is Williams, and Williams makes the decision to duck back inside. Probably a wise one as well, with the sideline fast approaching. 40 off their own line here, North. Moen plays at the line. Tatanasemi is the dummy half. Jumps out, engages, and then plays on. And now they move it down the right. Well, just for a second there, I thought it might have been picked off. Instead, it's a break down the right-hand side. McKinley taken into touch by South. They do well to recover there. It looked likely for just a second from North, but South do well to get their numbers and close that one down. And with 18 and a bit gone, it's North who lead 8 points to 0. And really, we've seen very little of South on the football so far.
Yeah, and they probably, for mine, this may be one or two of their only opportunities to do something with the ball, and they'll really need to mount some pressure here. So let's see what they do on this set. As the boys get ready to pack in. Defensive line for North. Quick. Yeah, they're coming out of the line fast. They're certainly containing them, not giving them too many options.
Taylor Smith. 5 short of halfway now, South. And looping ball up over the top, and then duck back to the middle, but it's well read by North, and they'll end up turning that ball over as the offload goes astray into the hands of Tarquin McKinley.
He's
Now,
popped
surely
that out, yeah.
that tackle is complete. Yeah, that's the way it's called. Leo Moana lines up for a carry. Takes them into the opposition half. Peter Smith involved in the tackle, trying to slow things down. Here's Nathan. Probably the fewest meters he's made on a carry all day.
He's had a barnstorming first half.
Hint comes back infield. Look at this. They're changing direction on them. Looking to move this South pack around. Last play coming up now. Hint is set to the left. It will be him who receives the ball first up, and then they'll kick in behind them, and it's fielded on the bounce by South. And probably just as well, there was starting to be some numbers appearing on that left-hand side. Josiah McGrill, no doubt, his eyes would have been lighting up at the prospect. 20 gone. It's North in control right now. South unable to get too much going in the middle of the park, although there's a nice offload. Comes out of the hands of Amosa and cleaned up by Penny. Tongia Suluape shuffles the ball to his left. A big worldly pass over the top. Was that forward? Yes, it was. Well, forcing the issue a little down this end of the park, South. And that time,
I don't think you'll see a bigger pass than that all day.
so North now to pack the scrum down, 40 out from the line. A bit of action and back play out of the camera shot there. Moving the troops around. It's Sebastian Hint who's doing all of the play calling here as the chief playmaker of this team, and he will be the first receiver off the scrum. Williams will take the ball. McGrill was into space on the left if they'd wanted him. Not on that occasion. Tatana Semi heads back towards the middle of the park, and Hint shuffles on short at the line, and it's going to be called forward as well, I think. Yes, it is. So here is each way now for these two teams. Perhaps the pace of the game starting to tell in some of the decision making. And again, an acknowledgement to all of the clubs supplying players today. This day is all about the clubs and developing our young talent. And I forget the exact numbers, but there's plenty of clubs represented today. The majority of Auckland Rugby League clubs across all the grades. It's great to see as we see a decoy play almost go disastrously there for South. Well, it's not going to matter because the ball's been knocked loose, and now North goes straight back on the attack, and there's a dangerous tackle. Frustration, I think, starting to come through there for Sina. South creeping up inside the 10. So off the back fence goes Tana. Moen, change of direction. Don't be surprised to see them visit the left edge again come business time on this set. In the meantime, they're going to pound it up through the middle of the park. Fua. Tatana Semi, quick play of the ball, shuffles it to his right. The back row is having a blinder today. This one's Purcell. Still fighting, balls come loose. What's the call? Oh, I thought I'd heard held, and it looks like it's going to be the case. So the tackle was complete before the ball came loose. Big men set towards the middle, and said Tatana Semi. Oh, try saver. Simply brilliant. It's Folalo who has saved the try there. Tatana Semi was in the process of falling over the line, and he knocks that ball free, and just in the nick of time as well.
Yep, couldn't quite see that from where I was sitting, but certainly a try saver, and needed it because that was definitely going to shape up for 4 points. Guys coming back out now to set the scrum, and you know, you think here we go again, an opportunity for South to try and have some time on the ball, but they seem to be in their territory most of the time that they're actually, you know, in possession.
Well, I think patience has got to be the call on this set. They've got to get to a kick. It doesn't have to be the world's best set, but you can't afford a big looping forward pass or an offload that goes astray. So they need to just get back to basics a little bit here, South. Tongia Suluape plays on his playmaker, who gets an offload away. They need to make sure they stay in the field of play here, although they've made good yardage and are now into attacking territory. What's the call here from our man in the middle?
We had one guy in down and back play, and I think that's what they're wanting. You can see him just coming through the screen now, left to right. And we're at the halftime break, so referee will blow it up. And that's all she wrote at this point.
So it is North who lead 8 points to 0 at halftime in what has been a really high quality and entertaining under 16 boys match. Do join us for the second half in just a few minutes' time.